A panorama of beauty and excitement unfolds again at DuQuoin, Illinois, as the 1963 Hambletonian brings together some of the swiftest trotting horses in the history of harness racing. The glamorous DuQuoin State Fairgrounds is a fitting showcase for this tradition-laden racing classic. It's the quiet before the storm in the stable area. Out front, the storm of 42,000 fans has already begun. And the nation's press is hard at work, accumulating the following items. Cripple Joe O'Brien will drive anyway. Cheer Honey might be the 11th filly to win, but Speedy Scot is the heavy favorite. B.F. Coletown takes oxygen for a breathing ailment. Matastar goes in a time trial. Captain's Boy and Dorado have winning form. So does Glidden Hanover. And this is what B.F. Coletown will look like to driver Carl Larson. Illinois Governor Otto Kerner again joins the throng. The big crowd warms up by watching the Gears Stake, a pacing preview of the Little Brown Jug. And Overtrick holds on to win against the stretch rush of Meadow Russ. The time, 1:58 1/5. The Stars and Stripes wave proudly over a Hambletonian field of 14, the cream of the country's 3-year-old trotters. Here's the lineup for the first heat of the demanding $116,000 battle. 1 is Glidden Hanover with driver Eddie Wheeler. 2, Choir Boy with Keith Waples. 3, Speedy Scot and Ralph Baldwin. 4, Captain's Boy, Del Cameron driving. 5 is Careless Hanover with Joe Marsh, Jr. Number 6, Filter and Tom Graham. 7, Florlis and Harry Pinal. 8 is Cheer Honey with Frank Urban. 9, Dorado Town with Carl Larson up. 11, Digsdale and Van Carter. 12 is Buff Hanover with Johnny Patterson. 13, Star Act to be driven by Joe O'Brien. And 14, Elma with Johnny Simpson, Jr. driving. John Dale eases them up to the starting gate, and here they come. The Hambletonian field on its way. They're off and trotting. Captain's Boy out very fast. Choir Boy on the inside. Florlis driving for that lead on the outside, and Cheer Honey moving right along with him. That is Florlis going to the front. Cheer Honey up on the outside. Captain's Boy is third. B.F. Coletown fourth. Choir Boy fifth. Speedy Scot sixth. Glidden Hanover is seventh. Elma, 8th round the turn. Star Act is 9th. Careless Hanover, 10th. Buff Hanover is 11th. Digsdale, 12th. Dorado, 13th. And Filter, 14th as they fly to that quarter-mile mark. Leading the way, it is Florlis by half a length. And Florlis goes to the quarter-mile mark in 28 seconds. B.F. Coletown is moving up now as they head to the backstretch. That's Florlis with the lead. Cheer Honey is second. Captain's Boy third. And there goes Speedy Scot out of sixth. And B.F. Coletown moves right along with him. Heading down the long backstretch at DuQuoin, Florlis leads by 2 lengths. Here comes B.F. Coletown, thundering up on the outside. He is second now, and Speedy Scot is moving right along and is third on the outside. As they come to the half-mile mark, that is B.F. Coletown getting the lead by 3/4 of a length. That's the half in 58 seconds flat. Speedy Scot moves up on the outside to be second now. In third is Florlis along the rail, and Cheer Honey is fourth. Speedy Scot, powering up on the outside, takes the lead to the far turn. It is Speedy Scot leading the way by a length and a half. B.F. Coletown is second, Florlis third. Cheer Honey fourth. Glidden Hanover is fifth. Captain's Boy sixth. Elma seventh as they round the turn, and Choir Boy is eighth. Digsdale ninth. Buff Hanover 10th. Star Act 11th. Careless Hanover 12th. Dorado 13th, and Filter trails the field. Ralph Baldwin has Speedy Scot in front by 2. B.F. Coletown is second, turning for home, and Florlis is out of third and driving now. But it is Speedy Scot, the one to catch at the head of the stretch. Speedy Scot trotting powerfully. Florlis is driving on the outside. It is Speedy Scot by a length. Florlis is coming on and collars Speedy Scot. It's Florlis on the outside, Speedy Scot on the inside, and a driving finish. Florlis getting up to win the first heat of the Hambletonian by a head. $157 3/5. A new world record for 3-year-old trotters by Florlis, the powerful son of Florican. Owned by the Arden Homestead Stable of Goshen, New York, Florlis chopped almost a full second off Caleb's old world race mark as he beat Speedy Scot by a head. Again, Harry Panol has shown his magic touch with young trotters. Florlis's price of victory is the saliva test. Can Florlis do it again? Speedy Scot was also timed in 1:57 3/5 in that first world record heat. And now Florlis and Speedy will be 1-2 at the rail. But anything can happen in a horse race like the Hambletonian, and all 12 of the other entries are coming back for more. Second heat of the Hambletonian. Here they come. They're off and trotting. Star Act, fifth in the first heat, races for the lead from the outside with Florlis out fast on the inside. That is Star Act, Florlis, B.F. Coletown moving up fast on the outside, and moving right along with him is Choir Boy as they go into the first turn. Star Act has the lead after 1/8 of a mile, Florlis second. Choir Boy between horses trotting very fast up to second now, and B.F. Coletown on the outside is third as they go to the quarter-mile mark. Going for that lead is Choir Boy. Star Act is on the inside at the quarter in 28 2/5 seconds. It is Choir Boy, Star Act, B.F. Coletown is third, Florlis fourth, Speedy Scot trotting fifth, Sheer Honey is sixth, Captain's Boy seventh, Elma is eighth, Glidden Hanover ninth, Builder 10th, Dorado 11th, Careless Hanover 12th, Buff Hanover is 13th, and Diggs Dell is 14th as they go down the backstretch. B.F. Coletown flying now is driving up to challenge Choir Boy for the lead. It is B.F. Coletown on the move, and Florlis is on the move also. Florlis drives powerfully up the half. They're in 58 3/5 seconds, and it is Florlis coming on after the lead, taking over from B.F. Coletown. And here comes Speedy Scot, moving right after Florlis as they swing round the far turn. That is Florlis leading now by 3/4 of a length. Speedy Scot up on the outside. B.F. Coletown is third. Choir Boy trotting fourth. Star Act is fifth. Sheer Honey sixth. Elma seventh. Glidden Hanover is eighth. Builder ninth. Captain's Boy 10th. Dorado is 11th. Careless Hanover, Buff Hanover, and Diggs Dell. And it's the big two. Florlis on the inside. Speedy Scot on the outside. Matching strides, head and head, neck and neck, nose and nose, turning into that stretch. Speedy Scot on the outside, Florlis on the inside. Harness Racing's two greatest 3-year-olds battling it out in the second heat of the Hambletonian. Speedy Scot on the outside forges up now to lead by a head. Florlis under a heavy drive on the inside. And Speedy Scot is going out in the second heat. It's Speedy Scot by 3/4 of a length over Florlis. Speedy Scot and Ralph Baldwin, not to be denied by even the world record-breaking Florlis that time. The property of Castleton Farm, Speedy Scot, a son of Speedster, is a really colorful character who trots most of the time with his tongue dangling out the side of his mouth. But he can leave a few other horses with their tongues hanging out, too. And now, while the Hambletonian battlers relax for a while, the world's fastest trotting stallion, Matastar, sets out to beat the DuQuoin track record of 1 minute 57 1/5 seconds. And Harry Panol is in for still another fast ride. Matastar hits the 3/4 in the incredible time of 1:25, and another track record is going gone. At a star in 1 minute, 56 2/5 seconds. Back now to the unfinished business of the Hambletonian. And if neither Florlis nor Speedy Scot wins this heat, it will be thrown into a 3-horse race-off. Sheer Honey, Careless Hanover, and Diggs Dell have now been scratched. In behind the gate for the big third heat. Here they come. They're off and trotting. Florlis out fast on the inside. Captain's Boy from the outside. Speedy Scot along the rail, and on the extreme outside, B.F. Coletown as they head into that first turn. That is Florlis with the lead, but Captain's Boy is right there to challenge. B.F. Coletown moves up now to be third after the first eighth of a mile, and Speedy Scot saves ground along the rail in fourth as they go through the backstretch. Florlis has the lead by a neck. On the outside is Captain's Boy. B.F. Coletown moves up now to be third, and Speedy Scot is fourth past the quarter in 28 3/5 seconds. Florlis has the lead. Captain's Boy moves up. Speedy Scot is third. B.F. Coletown out of fourth. Elma fifth on the outside. Buck Hanover sixth. Star Act is seventh. Filter is eighth. Dorado ninth. Glidden Hanover 10th. And Choir Boy is 11th as they race down the backstretch going to the half-mile mark. Captain's Boy has the lead now by half a lap. But B.F. Coletown, a front racing factor in all three heats, is up 1 second for the lead at the half in 57 3/5 seconds. B.F. Coletown takes that lead for Carl Larson by a length. Captain's Boy is second. Here comes Florlis up on the outside in third, and Speedy Scot is right behind him in fourth. Elma fifth. Buff Hanover is sixth. Glidden Hanover seventh on the outside, moving up. Dorado is eighth. Choir Boy trotting ninth. Filter is 10th. Star Act is 11th, and it's B.F. Coletown in front by a length as Florlis makes a determined charge on the outside. Florlis moves up now for Harry Pinall to challenge B.F. Coletown for the lead. It is B.F. Coletown turning for home. They were at the 3/4 in 1:27 3/5. B.F. Coletown at the rail. Florlis coming on for the lead, and Speedy Scot comes 3 wide in the stretch drive. Florlis now has the lead, but here comes Speedy Scot, and Buff Hanover moves to the inside. It is Florlis under a drive as Speedy Scot races up to get the lead. Speedy Scot going out, Florlis and Buff Hanover, and it's Speedy Scot winning the third heat and the Hambletonian. The mile in 1 minute, 58 2/5 seconds. Speedy Scot and Ralph Baldwin put the finishing touches on the fastest three-heat battle ever waged. The combined total time knocks 4 major world records out of the book. Now winner of the first 2 legs of trotting's Triple Crown, the Yonkers Futurity and the Hambletonian, the big bay son of Speedster and Scotch Love, seems destined to go down as one of the great trotting colts of all time. Governor Kerner, Hambletonian host Gene Hayes, Mr. Lawrence Shepard, Honorary President of the United States Trotting Association, make the presentation to owner Frederick L. Van Lennep. USTA President Walter J. Michael adds the Breeders' Award. And if Speedy Scot could look ahead, he would also see the Triple Crown, Grand Slam, and the Harness Horse of the Year award in his immediate future. Truly a day when Speedy can stick his tongue out at the rest of the racing world.